Hello YouTube, welcome back to Traveling Arena Scanners with Tommy KM. I'm your host Tommy KM, here to talk about his top 4 things that he enjoyed about at the Indianapolis Children's Museum. Okay, so number one, what I enjoyed today was getting to see the Beyond Spaceship Earth. Now, I gotta tell you guys something. This Beyond Spaceship Earth, now that thing was neat. Now, and then after that, you guys go, this thing is all set up like on 4 levels, okay? So that means everything happens on level 1. Like your check-in, your bathrooms, your lockers. Now what I recommend, this is what I recommend. I recommend anybody that is planning to go anywhere inside, like for instance, that area, like for instance, the different stuff there, like for instance, which if you guys are planning to stay there like more than we did, which we stayed there like about a couple of hours, which I thought was really neat. We on the way up there, I was listening to some really good radio communication, which I thought was really kind of interesting when it came in. Because like number one, the first radio traffic that I thought which was really interesting that was coming in, it was like, for instance, like when we were getting close up there to Indianapolis, I was hearing a little bit of communication from the Indiana State House, which I was kind of happy that they took us down that road, because I was almost second thought on now on the way back, listening to the radio communication was really kind of interesting, I have to say. Because they had 2 different radio communication going on. Number 1, once we got up there, we seen like, for instance, they had, for instance, like number one, they have the entire kilometers, which I think, which is really kind of neat. Like when I say kilometers, I mean the different radio X-ray they got, which is inside their area. So a couple of my favorites there at the Indianapolis Children's Museum was, number 1, they had a really good weathering area, which I thought was really interesting. Number 2, they had like a really neat area of like showing everybody like the famous stories of kids, of the different kids that love to fly. So So like they had like the story of Anne Frank. They had the story of Ryan White. And that was on one level. Then on another level, they had, for instance, like how STEM, the power plant of all girls. So like then after that, which was like another one of my favorites, which I have to say, is this next area, which they had like, for instance, they had like a couple of like Indiana Jones stuff there, which I thought which was really interesting. They had for instance like but their parking, this is what I recommend. If you guys go there a little bit later and you guys see that the parking lot is closed, like for instance, the parking lot is all full, this is the part that I recommend, okay? The part that I recommend is you guys just simply park down the street, but don't park on the middle of the street, park on the side, okay? So like then after that, once you guys park on the side of the of the place, you guys got, for instance, like a couple like fascinating thoughts about it. Like number one, you guys can use they got like all different stuff there. Like for instance, they got a geology lab, they got a dinosaur lab, which you get to see a person clean out the stone, which is like a bone, trying to see what's inside the bone, which I think which is really important. They also got also like another thing which I think which is really into like really neat, that I think this part was so cool. Like yesterday when we were going to the Falls of the Ohio, I actually seen an aircraft. Like, I am not even kidding. I seen an aircraft take off. And this aircraft was not like a little aircraft. This aircraft was like a big one. And also, like, for instance, like over there at the Falls of the Ohio, which I thought this was really unique to the Indianapolis Children's Museum. I thought this part was really unique because the Falls of the Ohio has, like, for instance, like different walking distance and stuff. So, like, also like another key area which I think which is really neat, they also got like a couple different good radio frequencies that you guys can listen to, like when you guys are like waiting for the airline to come, or like, for instance, like looking around. Now, a couple of area that I might want to visit sometime, and I might want to go visit, like, for instance, southern Arizona. I might want to visit that area just a little bit. I might want to go see, like for instance, like what the radio communications like there. Because I think always like some good radio communication that I like. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys do, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell if you guys already did. Alright guys, please have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.